What's up, everybody? Welcome to part 10 of The Last of Us Part 2. We are officially 1/3 of the way through the game. 20 more hours. Our next destination is Ellie is to go to this broadcast station, which have been abandoned for quite some time. I highly doubt that they're doing news stories in the post-apocalypse. And good riddance. I managed to cut myself off 2 parts ago about the looting in this game. It is ridiculous. It's honestly, you have so much downtime in between fight sequences that you can just stock up on everything. And it's odd to think about because the first game had a lot of downtime too, but it also equaled out to a bunch of different combat sections and just overall shenanigans in that game. Come to think about it, the school section in Billstown, Pittsburgh, the whole entire winter section is Ellie. There's literally no breathing room in the winter section of that game. You were just trying to survive in the winter section, and if one rogue pebble hit you in the face, you're dead because Ellie was weak in the first game. But you don't have to worry about it in this game because Ellie is significantly stronger. You can bullshit your way through a lot of situations. She's got a lot more weaponry, and as I mentioned before, the looting sections are a bit more than the previous game. Ellie's a rather simple woman. She'll collect bottles and alcohol and stupidly make Molotov cocktails, but don't think to ever drink out of them. Oh wait, it's probably that really rough alcohol, like rubbing alcohol. Ugh. Yeah, probably best not to drink that. Not that I would know firsthand because I have common sense.
Alright, coast looks clear.
Yeah. I think we're good.
Alright, check this out. She's one of them.
Well, fuck her then.
Read the letter.
Jordan. Isaac's got us posted up on a 2-week at the TV station. Scars spotted in the area. Here's something to hold you over, Leah.
TV station.
You think she's still there?
I gotta find out, right?
So, spy all these tall buildings. That way.
Okay. Let's go get Leah.
Oh wow, Dina, you're not really that subtle with the whole... yeah. Though I like how Ellie was like, she's one of them, and Dina quickly was like, oh fuck her, she's a bitch.
You good? Yeah. Thought I was fucked back there. Thanks for the save, by the way. Of course.
I thought I can interact with the sign. Oh, Fedra, you won't save us here.
Those are the wolves. They're really armed.
Oh, they're armed? You don't say.
Do you think there were gonna be this many of them?
Tommy said this was a possibility.
Does that change anything for you?
No?
Ellie's not quitting this journey. Mama ain't raised no punk. Well, according to Bill, she is a punk, but that's a different type of punk. Oh, and side note, Bill is nowhere to be seen in this game. He's not even mentioned once. Oh, he's the best side character, though.
I can't believe they just attacked like that.
These people are not like us.
What if we'd been refugees? What if we, I don't know, had intel they needed?
It doesn't seem like they care about that.
Well, there is a reason why they're trying to kill you, because there's this whole other faction trying to kill them, so... With the Seraphites and their brutally scary tactics, it's no wonder they're trying to take no prisoners. They can't take any chances. But we'll come back to that subject later. The reason I came into this house is because there's something special here. It's the second holster for your long gun, so now you can simultaneously hold your shotgun and your rifle, and switch off between the two of them on the fly. Now, I don't know how this works because it's just strapped, they're both strapped to the backpack. It looks like that'll be really freaking heavy, but I don't know. Ellie makes it work. However, it's still not as impressive as that guy from Death Stranding who can somehow strap 1,000 boxes to his back and still walk just fine. What? And before anyone asks, no, I will not do a Death Stranding playthrough. I will never do a Death Stranding playthrough. I will not do a Death Stranding playthrough with a box or a fox, Sam I am. Wait, where'd that come from? Don't get me wrong, I do love slow burn games, and Death Stranding's about the slowest of burn games you can think of, but that's not entertaining to watch now, is it? And it's also going to be like 50 million parts of walking back and forth across America because Hideo Kojima was just on all the drugs the day he was designing that game. Or at least writing the story. I don't know if he actually designed Death Stranding or what. But that's not to say that I won't do a Hideo Kojima game in the future. I might do Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2. I'm interested in Snatcher. That's a really good visual novel type of game. But yeah. That's probably going to be in the far future though. I don't know. You see, this is what happens when nothing's going on screen and I'm just looting. I talk about other things like Hideo Kojima games. God damn it.
Why didn't they kill you and Tommy when they had the chance?
I don't know.
It seems reckless.
Maybe they're dumb.
Maybe.
What?
Could be that you just weren't who they were looking for. So they let you go.
Yeah, well, they did beat the shit out of us. The one guy, Jordan, kicked my face in.
Yeah, but why do you think that they didn't finish
It doesn't matter. They fucked up.
They did.
Somehow their conversation translated really well other than the fact that they were behind different walls. Oh god. Oh, they're doing it again.
Leah. No. Only thing I remember about her was the sound of her crying over that sadistic fuck's face when I sliced him open.
So, how do you want to handle her?
Find out what she knows. Find out where the others are. Go from there.
You gonna ask her why they did it?
Yeah.
Any of this jogging memories of stuff Joel said about his past?
Nothing new.
What are the chances he did stuff that you don't know about?
High. He wasn't very big on sharing.
I wonder what Tommy's making of all this.
You probably know more about all the people Joel crossed.
What are you doing with that?
I'm trying to move the dumpster, Dina. What does it look like I'm doing? Actually, there is a weird thing about this dumpster, and that's hard to fucking move for some reason. I think it's because of this curve, but they don't tell you about the curve. You just have to know to move it out of the way. You just move this dumpster here so you can get onto the balcony. There's some goodies here. You'll find Ellie's next sub-weapon, which is a trip mine. The trip mine I rarely use because I'm always on the move. And it's a waste if you use a trip mine just to explode one person, as opposed to like 2 or 3. There are a couple of occasions where you can get multiple enemies in the same blast if you're lucky, or if you know where to place the bombs. In the next part, there is a section where the enemies will spawn in, but you can walk through the part where the enemies spawn in and place a trip mine down. So that's a good way to get some extra kills before the fight starts, but otherwise, it's situational. It's a very situational weapon. Wait a minute, go back. Was there seriously a mousetrap on the trip mine? I wouldn't be surprised if it was. So I'm going to demonstrate what this trip mine does, and you can only put it at your feet. You can't throw it or anything, which is kind of odd. You would think you can toss it because it's that small, and I mean, I know it's called a trip mine because you place it at your feet, but you can also throw trip mines too. That's a thing. I'm sure people will throw trip mines at other people in desperate times, am I right?
Yeah.
Actually, please don't do that. That's very dangerous. But anyway, we're getting to the end of this motel part and going into another combat section, which is only 3 enemies. One of them is unarmed, or, well, they're unarmed, but they still have a baseball bat, so technically they're armed, they just don't have a long-range weapon. No, I take that back. There are 4 enemies in this combat section. One of them is still unarmed, and the other one's a sniper on the roof. The sniper is easy to take down because he's just isolated by himself, all alone, just doing a good job looking around, but that still doesn't save him from the dangerous Ellie.
Quiet.
Sure she ain't a scar. She was riding a horse. Not a scar. Well, the scars will probably kill her. Let's do our job so we can go back in, okay? No way we're finding her before scars are infected. Find the body and let's bring her back.
I want to hear that conversation. That's how you make the NPCs more relatable. You have them actually talk about stuff and not just shout their names because somebody kicked the bucket. And it's 100 fucking degrees in here. Why is it so hot suddenly? My room is one of 2 extremes. It's either hot as hell or it's very cold in here. It's currently hot as hell. But if I'm cold, I can just warm up very quickly. If I'm hot, I'm just hot for a long time. Ladies, you can take that one of 2 ways. Damn, I'm just trying to get a good angle on these guys. Oh well. Suck on a Molotov! And this attack right here you can only do from the air. It's very cool, but you need precision to do this. By God! We're definitely gonna need tables and ladders and shit after that. Ellie just pulled an ECW move, except way more extreme because she has a knife. That was also taken from Uncharted, and a bit toned down compared to that series because Nathan Drake can leap incredible distances in a single bound. And this lady thinks she can roll up on me with a baseball bat or a pipe? Oh, you're wrong.
Any left?
I don't think so.
Good. Shit.
You recognize any of them?
None.
There's one thing I will give this game major props over, is the voice acting.
Man, this
And man, is this voice acting really good.
It's pretty massive.
You think the wolves are spread out all over it?
I sure hope not.
Here's a little Halloween store right here. Just a nice little throwback to the first game again, or rather the first game's DLC.
Anything in here?
Just Halloween stuff.
Some of this stuff is funny looking.
I'm not a fan.
But getting back on subject with the voice acting, Ashley Johnson returned to the role as Ellie, and she did a really good job. You can hear the pain in her voice. She makes the character believable. She put a lot of effort into this character. Then there's Laura I'm in Everything Bailey, who plays as Abby, and call me a fanboy, but I just love Laura Bailey in general, and she does a good job in this game. And it's kind of weird to think about too, because Laura's voice was in the first game. She wasn't Abby, because Abby didn't exist in the first game. She was a soldier in the very beginning of that game. And you'll probably miss it because it's hard to hear. Or at least it's hard to make out Laura's voice work because she's wearing a helmet. But she is there. She is there. As for the other characters, they do a good job too. Troy Baker, who is also in everything, makes a return as Joel. And he's not in much of the game, but the moments where he is in the game, he just nails it. All the time. Then you also got Jeffrey Wright. Need I say more about him? It's Jeffrey fucking Wright. Then you got Shannon Woodward as Dina, and I don't know who that actress is, but she did a good job. And I could go on forever about the voice acting in this game. Even the NPCs have really great voice acting. I didn't think that was possible, but the NPCs just sound amazing too.
Don't do it, man. Smell in that place will make you drop weight immediately.
I think it would be a good opportunity. Beat up on those folks sometime with Isaac.
Shit he asked you to do with him, though. They're fucking crying.
We got company. I'll check it out. Huh? Holy fuck!
Well, that went well. Time to go balls in. This is one of the few workbenches where enemies will spawn in the area while you're on the workbench, so be careful.
They ran into the grass!
I'll tell you what ran into the grass. Your face. As soon as I actually get to you. A good thing about the melee attacks in this game is that you could be a good distance away from your opponent, and yet if you press the square button you can close the distance really quickly and smash them in the face. That's only provided if they're unaware and not doing anything, because if you just press the square button and they're actively shooting at you, you will stagger a lot. So what I do is I try to shoot them first. If I'm not going for a headshot, I try to close the distance as quickly as I can by shooting them in the leg or the torso and then going up for melee. Or I just use my method and shotgun everybody to shit. That's always a good method. It works in Call of Duty, it works in any Resident Evil game. It just works. Shotguns are always good weapons in video games, except when they're not. There are occasions where shotguns just suck for some reason. But not this game. The shotgun will probably be your most go-to weapon in The Last of Us Part 2. Let me get to this guy. God damn it, stop going through doorways! I see you. You're not going anywhere, buddy. I got you right where I want you. BAM! It is possible for Ellie to snap necks just like Abby. You just need a baseball bat and a wall.
See any more?
Now let's get the fuck out of here.
Jesus. You were solid back there. How many guys did they send looking for you?
Too many.
That doesn't answer the question, Dina. Too many for me to count, so probably in the millions. Then we'll just have to kill them all. That was Ellie in one of the trailers. She was playing guitar and Joel walks in, who's strangely alive in that trailer. I don't know, maybe it was a ghost or something. But Ellie tells Joel, I'm gonna kill each and every last one of them. In a very sinister way. And that was like, what, 3 years before the actual game came out? So we had a lot of anticipation built up for that scene. And it never happened to the game. Oh god damn it, it's a freaking infected. Wait a minute, you didn't even hear the gunshots from outside? How soundproof is this door? Oh, it doesn't matter, you're dead. I think there's a clicker in here too, but I'm not sure. Or are there two clickers? You didn't hear that? You did not hear anything? It's just a fly. Do clickers even hear flies? Well, I don't even know. They probably can, knowing clickers, but, you know, flies can just get away because they're flies. And I got another question about this. This cordyceps disease outbreak thing. It went from insects to humans. Is there a potential that it can actually go to other mammals like dogs and cats and stuff? Because that would be a really interesting concept. That's something that The Last of Us 3 needs to touch up upon, because there are only a couple more enemy types for the infected in this game, and zombie dogs would seem rather really scary. So, I would love to see some zombie dogs in Last of Us Part 3. But I don't think that's the case because Alice, the dog, Abby's dog, bit into an infected earlier and she seems to be fine, so maybe there are no zombie dogs here.
The city still looks like it's filled with supplies. I can't see why people would need to fight over it.
But you never know, maybe the infection does take over dogs and turn them into zombies too, and maybe there are different stages for that, but we just don't see it. There's one more combat section left in Capitol Hill. It is a mix-up between infected and humans. And you can get them to end fight, so let's try to do that.
Maybe we could head down there.
Yeah.
There are about 10 or so enemies in this area, so I gotta be real cautious. But I can escape suspicion by hiding in the grass. There is a really bushy patch of grass you can crawl through in order to escape, and it goes all the way to the end of the area right here. So let's actually get down there, see what we can loot, and get the hell out of here, because I'm sick of Capitol Hill. Capitol Hill sucks. Oh, maybe there's nothing here. What the f- My plan failed. Time to run like a bitch. Oh, I also got Lucille back. Oh, good old Lucille. For anybody who didn't get the reference, Lucille is Negan's baseball bat from The Walking Dead. It's not barbed wire though for some stupid reason. I would put some barbed wire on that shit, man. Come on. Oh man, everything's going to hell. Just go for the grass. Go for the grass. And I'm safe for the most part because the humans are dealing with the infected, as planned. I am the master strategist of getting zombies to rip people's throats out, and you can be too. That's still not the end of it though. We got one more hurdle we need to cross, and that's a giant wall. You see, there's a giant gate where the WLF are stationed behind, and there's some WLF members that are posted right behind barriers, so you gotta be careful. But with the ensuing chaos, the WLF members should be a bit frantic, for lack of better words. Alright, come on, move. Oh god, there's a guy right there. Please move. Thank you. Now I can climb up this ladder and be on my way. I wasn't expecting to get through this area as sneakily or as quickly as I did, so that means I'm the master of stealth too. Where's my medal? But all good things must come to an end because this guy, for whatever reason, walked in front of me, and so I just took the opportunity to say, oh fuck it, you're dying too. Damn, Dina, shit! He just blew his head off. Show some restraint. Only I'm supposed to do that. But with this last guy taken care of, that's going to be the end of the Capitol Hill segment. So I'm going to end the part in 3 minutes, and I'll see you in part 11 where we get to Channel 13.
Okay. We got to the other side of the checkpoint. Now what? Hey, Dina.
Yeah.
Give me your hand. Hey, that round building. It looks like the TV station from your map.
Yeah. Come on. I don't know how I would have done all this without you.
Look at you.
Shut up.
I never would have let you do this by yourself. I'm glad I'm here too. Oh, shit! What the fuck was that?
I ran into a trap.
A what?
Explosive traps. Watch where you're walking.